Buckle up, sports fanatics. This is the Sports Chasers Podcast, your HQ for in-depth sports talk. Join host Kevin L. Warren and crew as they dissect the hottest stories, ignite debates, and bring you closer to the action. From locker room whispers to expert takes, we cover it all. It's game time, so strap in and grab a drink. The Sports Chasers Podcast starts right now.
What up, everybody? What up, everybody? Sports Chasers Podcast, the early edition. Hey, it's just me and the DA today. We're going to do the Monday Night Blitz early today. Early. So, first things first, we're going to get click that button for us, please, man. So click, subscribe, share, do all that good stuff for us so, we can get this content out.
Man. Say something.
Yeah, D.
Say something.
Man.
If you're good with that, you agree, man. Don't disagree. Whatever. Say something.
All that good stuff. And we love to interact with us. So if you text us, chime in on us, man, somebody will get back to you depending on what the comment is and whatever it is. If it's took it out of context or whatever, we'll be glad to respond back. Or if it's something silly, we'll respond back to that too. So, again, man, welcome, 4:00 edition. And, DA, hey, I got a lot of work done, man. I got my Lowe's, Home Depot, all that, man. Because I was sticking around.
Last week, I think there might have been there were a few games I think that a lot of people would have liked to see that right. Might have been a little bit regional to folks that they really dug. Georgia, Kentucky, Michigan, Wisconsin. I think the Cincinnati, Iowa State game, interesting games. Alabama, Vanderbilt, really good game. Louisville, Virginia, good game. Virginia's a real team, everyone. And the Miami destroying Florida State. That score is not indicative of the game at all. Miami bully balled them.
I would have went.
Yeah, the whole game. They bully balled them the whole game. Like if they still had that doggone chain that they used to wear, they'd have been.
Oh yeah, the turnover chain.
Yeah, because Florida State was, they wet the bed in this one, folks. Real nervous. Didn't play the way they was playing most of the season. Hopefully they can pull it back together and, make something happen towards the end of the season in the ACC and possibly still salvage themselves a place in the playoffs at the end of the year. I can't be sure because I don't think the rest of their schedule over the last few weeks is going to produce a ranked opponent that will help boost them. Them losing the way they did, depending on how people saw it, will either help or hurt Alabama. I guess the score will help Alabama, but the way the game went down will hurt Alabama, right? But Alabama's not the same team that they beat the first week of the season. But like you said, D, this was definitely a Lowe's, Home Depot, Honeydew List, Harris Teeter, Walmart Saturday for sure.
For sure. Well, I mean, that late game. Let me start with that one. The Miami beat FSU, Florida State, 28-22. That wasn't even. It wasn't even really even close. I mean, that 28-22 was not even. And if you chimed in on a Saturday watch party, DA, I think you put your hot slippers on early.
Yeah, I bounced up out of it, man. I knew that. There was really nothing that could be done, man. They got beat up. That's just basically it. It was not a good game to watch, to be totally honest with you. It really wasn't. So
Castellanos?
Yeah, it wasn't a good game. So but like I said, college football is a wild thing. I'm sorry, D. Go ahead.
Nah, the quarterback, Castellanos.
Yeah, he had a bad game. He had a bad game. Like there's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Buddy is a good quarterback, but he had a horrible game. Yeah, I don't know. It's like somebody had a doll, a voodoo doll on him because he was in bad spirits, man. Mhm.
Let me pull up his stat line on Saturday night. Where's it? Nick Caster. No. Got the wrong.
Yeah, that's right.
Where's it? Saturday night.
It wasn't good.
No.
It wasn't good. So on the fourth, let's see here. Boom. Here. What'd he do, man? What'd he do?
That's it, Nick. Tommy. I meant Tommy Castellano. Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
Saturday night.
Game stats. Passing yards. They had 272 passing yards. Miami didn't even actually pass the less yards, but they ran for more. And Florida State had more total yards, but it's those empty calories at the end of the game that they had, and they had 3 turnovers, right? So Miami had more penalties, but those 3 turnovers are kind of what
costly. Yeah.
Yeah, it cost them a lot, man. It was really not good at all, man. Mr. Castellanos was 16. He had 16 attempts. I'm sorry, 45 attempts, 25 of 45. It's just never good in the college game. 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. Touchdowns came late, when the game was kind of out of hand already for them. I think that they kind of did, Castellanos was the number 1 rusher on the team, which is never good. Sawchuk was number 2. They didn't rush well. He really didn't pass well.
Right.
So, yeah, it really wasn't much. And they weren't efficient in what they did. Miami, like I said, Carson Beck went 20 for 27.
Yeah.
4 touchdowns.
Indeed. What we said, when you start have to go deep into your bag to try to win the game.
Oh, all these trick plays and more reverse double flippy woos. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Listen, man.
Loop-de-loop.
Yeah.
Whoop-de-whoop.
Yeah.
No, when you have to start going that deep to try to win, yeah, it's not a good sign. It's not a good sign.
And Malachi Tony, true freshman, he destroyed them. Seven receptions for 107 yards. 2 touchdowns.
Yeah.
So, yeah, like I said, it was 2 touchdowns, and C.J. Daniels had 2 touchdowns. So, they got spanked.
Right.
And speaking of spankings, your boys out there at Penn State, boy, I don't know what in the hell that was about. So I am.
What's Frank gonna do?
They listen, man. That I would say that's a fireable offense if you're asking me.
Oh.
Now I know you're not asking me, but I'm not gonna say they're gonna fire him this week. But what I'm saying is that is a fireable offense, everybody. So you take it how you gonna take it. UCLA is not even ranked, dog, and y'all got whooped. I mean, that the quarterback beat you by himself. Every time I turn the TV, this dude is running for another this, or throwing for another that. I'm like, wow, don't look good for Penn State. Don't look good. Didn't look good. They didn't look good. So I'm not exactly sure what is going to happen there, but they have a thing in football. It's called "Don't let one loss become two," and they let one become 2, and they hope they don't let 2 become 3, because evidently that loss really, really did something to them, because they really were out of sorts. And playing
entire game. Yeah.
Yeah. UCLA, who they really shouldn't have had a problem with at all. They shouldn't have, because UCLA was winless. They were, by all accounts, a pretty bad team. And to, man, it was I don't even know what to say about that, to be
Yeah,
totally honest with you.
I really don't either. And I don't know. They Penn State. I mean, that's two bad, right? Back to back.
Yeah, back-to-back losses. So
Yeah.
yeah, and their quarterback that came in, he was supposed to, be really good, and he wasn't.
Well,
Dude,
one thing's for sure. Two things for certain. Two back-to-back losses, man.
oh, they should be out
You
of the
dropped out the top
yeah,
25.
yeah, they should
I'm
be out of
looking.
the
I'm like,
yeah,
yeah,
they should be out of the game, D. Like they should really, really be. They got beat 42-37.
mm-hmm,
Defense was for sure optional in this game. Uh, Statistically, from the box score side of it, Drew Aller, uh, 19-26, not a bad day. 2 touchdowns, no interceptions. Uh, I think he was a leading rusher,
right.
which is like weird for Penn State. Receiving, they did pretty well. They played no defense. Their defense let them down. Because
Makes sense.
Nico went 17 of 24, threw for 2 touchdowns, and ran for another 3 touchdowns. So 128 yards, right? Which means every time they went man to man and turned around, they had no eyes on the QB, which means that's coaching. They didn't have a spy on the quarterback whenever they, went man to man. So that's coaching. That's some, I don't know who, you can blame it on whoever. But yeah, that wasn't not good. Not good at all. And remember, Penn State, I mean UCLA, this is not their coach that started their season. This
Mm-hmm.
is just the coach that's there right now. So, like I said,
So
this
as
is
far as UCLA,
yeah. They lost their coach.
yeah. Because homeboy got fired. Deshaun
Yeah,
Foster, if I'm not,
yeah.
yeah,
So
Foster got fired.
I'm like, wow, this is not good. So this doesn't look good for them at all, man. So Penn State, I mean UCLA, of course, it doesn't look good. It doesn't matter what they do; they're not going to be
Right.
ranked anywhere but on the bottom of the garbage can. But uh, uh, Penn State about to be right down there with them, though. So
Yeah, and because they was up third quarter, I think they was up 2 scores
yeah,
third quarter. So
yeah,
I mean, it's not like UCLA pretty much had a chokehold on them
the game, yes, sir.
the entire game.
Yeah, they whooped them. So
Yeah,
they whooped them.
yeah,
And I just want to say one thing before we jump to the pros. Again, guys, this AP coaches poll, it's all a joke if it starts off being a joke.
mm,
Ohio State beat Texas, who is not a ranked team, and you sit them at number one. They haven't played anybody, you know, and then you put Oregon, on the coaches poll over Miami, which is ridiculous. Oregon only beat one team, Penn State, which is, we see, not really a good team.
it's not good. Right.
On the field, Oregon hasn't been better than Miami. Ohio State hasn't been better than Miami on the field. Not a Miami fan. But on the field, you haven't been better than those teams. So why are we ranking them that way? So it makes that, if it starts off being a joke, it's going to continue to be a joke.
Continue.
That's the
Yeah.
way I see it. So, that's, listen, we'll wait and see. We'll wait and see. And I'm glad Notre Dame is winning, but they're 3-2, and we're going to say they're 16. Right? And Texas is 3-2, and we're going to say they're 19. The coaches still have Penn State in the top 25, man. At 22.
Really?
At
The
22.
coaches poll. Well, Texas is gone. Texas is dropped.
Yeah, but in the
Oh,
coaches poll, they have both
okay, I got you.
and Penn State
Yeah.
in there.
Yeah, that's crazy.
So I don't know what the hell the coaches are looking at.
Yeah, that's crazy.
We're gonna have to, like I said, I gotta go back to the computers, y'all. I'm about to log on because this here is foolishness, y'all.
Yeah.
I
Do
don't
a
understand
chat
what we're doing.
GPT computer analysis and see if we could get this thing right because I don't know. That's crazy. If the coaches still got what are
He's not
y'all?
gonna keep telling us that. Hey, well, I'm a coach. I know better. I know what I'm looking at. Okay.
Do you? Or do you now?
That's
I
what
don't
they're
know.
saying.
Yeah.
That's what they're telling us. So I'm not.
Hey, but real quick, we'll slide off of that one. What we got? Real quick, Dabo Clemson, North Carolina.
Hey, well, that's a bad team beating another bad team. That's all I see. There's no redemption for either one of those teams this season. As much as people would like to say, oh, maybe they can make a comeback and they can. No, they can't. No.
Is Dabo off the hot seat?
Oh, he should be, but he's probably not. He should be. I think he needs some pressure because if he had had some pressure, he would not have made the decisions that he made that led him to this point.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, I'm not paying nobody. I don't care. It's not right. I'm not done your transfer portal. I ain't doing that. Okay. 10 toes down. And like I said, I respected him for his 10 toes down approach. But you're gonna be 10 toes down on the unemployment line. So that's all that is. And don't be mad when you get there. It's fine that's what happens. Right? Those things happen. So it's all good. All good to me, brother.
Bill
got time. I mean, like I said, the one thing he does have is time. He hasn't gotten the class in yet, so he has to get a class through. He has to get get his recruiting thing, and I think even his coaching staffs together. I don't think he even has the coaching staff that he would want to have. So at this point in time, but I think he will. As he just doesn't have it today. So
I mean, this game is crazy, man. This is a cutthroat game. I don't know. Will he survive?
Yeah, he'll survive.
He'll survive.
He'll survive 4 years if he wants to. If he
If
doesn't
he wants
want
to,
to, he won't.
Okay. And pretty much that's. Any thoughts on what was my other game here? We had here. You did Texas and Florida. Texas lost.
Yeah, they're not as
59,
good as what people
21.
think. That's all.
Mm-hmm.
Right, and a lot of other places besides Arch Manning, they're not as good as what they were talked up to be before the season started. And a lot of other places on the field that are not Arch Manning. So QB1 is not the issue.
How did the hype get so big like this, man?
They're Texas.
Okay.
They're Texas, and everybody wanted Arch to come out this year, and because it helps to feed the cesspool that is the four other networks. Oh yeah, they're doing this to Arch. Next, and I love it that old man Archie came out and said he's not coming out, and he shouldn't come out. He's not ready. It's cool.
It's clear that, but I'm like, where did the hype?
Because they were a good team last year, but they lost a lot of players. And again, this is what we do wrong. This is what we allow them to do wrong. This is the BS that we are dealing with, is that we're ranking teams based on what's on paper and not what happens on the field. Mm-hmm. Yeah, they got a lot of athletes, 4 or 5 star kids, this guy, that guy, the other guy. But it don't matter, right? If you're not playing well. So I don't necessarily see what the issue is, man. It's they're it's the players on the field, watching them make plays, stopping touchdowns, getting touchdowns, doing those things. Those items are important, not the names on the piece of paper, right? So you're going to rank them and do all this stuff before you even know if these kids are any good. So kind of makes no sense to me, man. I'm not really for all that crap.
Gotcha. Hey, man, wouldn't be right if I didn't mention not that they need to get mentioned because they're nowhere near a good quality team, but just because this coach is a legendary coach, and Deion Sanders with the Colorado Buffaloes, not a good team at all.
No, they're not.
They got beat by TCU.
Yeah, and TCU is a program, and they're still a team. So TCU has been the Horned Frogs have been good in specific leagues and whatnot for the last 15 to 20 years, man. So the Horned Frogs do still recruit. You know, they practice too. They do things as well, and I think their infrastructure is still just better than Deion's is at 3 years in, right? So again, in college, I give dudes a chance because you have to get your recruiting classes in, you have to get your recruits in, and your program in, and kind of the temperature of what you do there at that institution. Coming from Jackson State, they probably would have been if he stayed there. He at this point in time, he probably would have won, I guess a black college national championship or something by now had he stayed. So it just takes time, man. And like same thing with Belichick. It takes college is not a sprint. That's definitely a
marathon. And I kudos to you because you really broke it down to me over our conversations talking about you mentioned programs, man. You say program, man. It takes a lot to build a powerhouse program.
Oh yeah, and, powerhouse program
it's so difficult now with the
NILs,
stuff,
transfer portals, and a
program is very hard now.
A program is a program whether the coach is there or not. Like there's no player that makes a program. Like you can look at your top 25. Like Ohio State is Ohio State, whether Tressel's the coach or what's Buddy's name, man? From Florida that was there. His name was just on the top of my head. Urban Meyer.
Urban Meyer.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. Ohio State's Ohio State. You know what I mean? Like the ones that the teams are ones that when the coach leaves, the whole thing falls to crap. Like Alabama's still Alabama without Nick Saban. Oregon is Oregon regardless of who the coach is. Players don't matter. So Deion is not there yet. It'll probably take. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, and the only reason why I bought this team is because Deion, he's going through some really, really difficult health issues, and I don't know if this might, if this is going to,
this is what we're showing. This will be where we're showing if it's turning into a program, because that school will continue to get better and get better players and perform better, even when Deion Sanders is not coaching there anymore. Which I think we kind of think in a year or two Deion will be out of there, if not by the end of this season. But have he laid the foundation to where they're going to continue to get good players, and Colorado's still going to be a destination for players, at least in our regional area, for kids to go play there. So we'll see. I hope so.
Definitely. Well, that's it for your college football. Those the few games that we hit on. That was had some particular meaning to it, and we'll see what next week is looking like on Thursday when the DA gives us chores and
call it? Outside, inside. NFL is
outside, inside, So we'll get to that, but we're going to transition into the NFL. And man, oh man,
it's horrible for me. It was I never,
bro,
this is bad. So,
I don't think I ever picked this bad ever.
yeah, this is
And I'm
awful.
glad I'm not a gambler like that, because if I
Yeah,
did,
yeah. Like, I'm not sure. Like, who would have thought the Texans would put 44 up on the Ravens? Like, I
not
could see the Broncos beating the Eagles. Like, they're both good teams,
right.
right? But I couldn't see the Saints putting 26 up on the Giants.
No way. No, there's no way that you've seen that this is it. This is going to be it for the Giants, and we'll tap into that. But first and foremost, before we tap into all the games, once again, we're going to start off with that Thursday night game, where there was another game that I picked. I believe I picked that one wrong. San Francisco and
I didn't meet that. And I'm a Niners fan, so y'all got to forgive me. And I'm a lifelong Niners fan. And I picked
Niners versus Rams.
the Rams because the Rams have a better team. Period.
Better team, but they couldn't get it done.
Could not get it done.
Down the stretch in overtime.
Could not get it done. And I don't care what nobody says. This here is going to be a problem. I know how Shanahan does, and he doesn't really care about names. And he wants the best quarterback that can do everything he needs them to do. Excuse me. He needs that quarterback there. And based upon what I'm seeing, that would be Mac Jones. He's bigger, has a stronger arm, can make more throws, doesn't get the balls batted down at the line of scrimmage, can move a little bit, will shift the pocket, and doesn't cost $59 million. Or, I'm sorry, sir. This year, I will say it in truthfulness, I believe, he only costs against the cap $9 million this year, but it goes up considerably next year against the salary cap. But again, Brock Purdy costs a whole lot more than Mac Jones does, who is, I think, at $4 million, period. So, yeah, I think that's what Shanahan's looking at. Like, I can get all of these things for $4 million, and a lot of the other things I can't get for $59 million. And I believe personally that, though it sounds stupid to me, I think he was kind of forced into the decision. And it wasn't his decision. It was Lynch's decision as the GM. But I think if they wanted him that bad, Purdy, that is, and was set on it, they would have signed that contract earlier than at the last minute. So I think Mac Brown was playing so well initially that it forced Purdy to come back early. And you've seen what happened. He came back early and threw the ball to the other team, which we can't have because we don't have a lot of players. So we can't have you throwing the ball to the other team. And then Mac Jones comes back the next game and beats a team that we were not near supposed to beat. So, I think at the end of this season, you'll see something happen that you may not necessarily think will happen if Mac Jones continues his play this way.
Gotcha. And which is going to lead me into the next game. But you guys had a ton of injuries, and was able to pull the game out. Mr. Bourne, I haven't heard his name in quite some time.
Yeah, he went all the way to the Patriots and back.
So and came back. I'm like, I said, Bourne is back. I was like, when I seen,
we
said, okay.
We'll take it.
And he balled out.
We needed him to.
He balled out.
I mean, because Debo out there balling out in Washington, so we lost that. So,
but you know who wasn't balling out was that Baltimore Ravens team who lost to the Houston Texans. What was that? 44-10.
And I'm not sure.
Man, when I looked back to that game yesterday, I said, "No, that can't be right." I did, rub my eyes several times, and I'm like, "No, 44-10." Yeah.
Yep.
But,
And I understand that you don't have your quarterback, but golly, gee.
I mean, they ain't got a couple guys, but you guys got it. I mean, come on, that's unacceptable.
But see, that's the question. Like we said
That's
last
another
year, and we say every year. That's my issue with professional football. That I think there's something definitely wrong with when you shouldn't have a team. First off, Cooper Rush being Lamar Jackson's backup is a joke, right? Because you're supposed to have a backup that can do some of the things that your starter does. And Cooper Rush can't do anything that Lamar Jackson can do. So, and that's no disrespect to Cooper Rush.
But what happened to Cooper? Because Cooper won some games in the NFL. I mean, it's not like
but you can't do it. They should have got a quarterback that does what, that can run.
I got you.
You don't have to. But you don't really have to change the offense for the backup. Right? That's not what you want to do. That's stupid. You want the backup to come in, and if you're going to change the offense, you're going to take out some plays because the backup may not be able to do all the stuff. But if Cooper Rush can't run, get out the pocket and do the things that Lamar can do, I'm not really sure how that works because they've never had a backup for Lamar that couldn't run. So, they've always had one that could at least get out the pocket.
Because even Tyrod Taylor was there, right?
Yeah.
Similar.
All can run.
At some point.
Yeah, it's supposed to. At least that's what I believe, right? So, and like we always talk about, to me, it's ridiculous that when you lose your starting quarterback, that you put in the backup and the whole program goes, crap to hell at that point in time. Like, come on, what are you doing? He's the backup. Like, it's not supposed to get that bad. Because like it's really not supposed to be that bad because you know what I'm saying? So I'm not really sure.
I'm with you.
Why it gets that way, but it is that way in the NFL. And I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah. I'm trying to pull up them. I'm having some.
He threw for 20 yards, like less what how much Rush threw for.
Let me see.
20 attempts, 179 yards, 3 interceptions. Thanks. Come on, man. Like what? How demoralizing is that to the rest of the team? Like for real, 3 interceptions.
Defensive, yeah.
So every time the defense get to sit down, they gotta get back up.
Get back up
because he threw the ball to the other team. That's what I'm just not really sure. What do
you think about C.J. Stroud though? C.J. Stroud on the other hand, 23 third, 20
game of the year.
27, 244 yards.
Yeah, 4 touchdowns, no interceptions.
Hey, that's what you want.
First game like this all year. Because he has been really, really, really horrible this year. So I'm glad he's getting to get back together. I don't know what it means that that division is always pretty bad, but with the Colts doing what they do, there's no way that the Texans will catch the Colts. At least I don't believe so. I couldn't see it.
I mean, unless the Colts have an epic collapse down the stretch here.
It doesn't seem like that.
I mean, it's still early, but I don't see the Colts are really playing really, really well.
Complimentary football.
Let me jump back to Baltimore, where you have your quarterback that's hurt. You insert Cooper Rush. All right, you want to give Cooper Rush some slack, some flack. You can if you want to. He's not the same as Lamar. We know nobody's Lamar, but you talking about that a different. You have a different type of play style. You got a different quarterback. Okay, bet. So you still got the running back, and I'm looking. Henry only has 33 yards, 15 attempts.
Yeah, it's not going to happen because if they don't believe Cooper Rush is going to throw the ball, they're going to crowd the line of scrimmage.
Crowd that box.
And he's not going to get anything. So everything complements each other. That's why I'm saying, like, I don't understand even the backup choice of Cooper Rush behind, this guy. So
they just saying, man, we got to get somebody, man. We just got to get somebody. And Cooper,
it's not working.
You out there?
It ain't working. It don't look good.
I mean, they could have signed Jameis. I mean, if they
Jameis will run, but that and he'll give it a shot. Like, he ain't got no damn offense. He throwing it like, I throw it any damn way. That's my man.
He try to get it to Zay Flowers. Zay Flowers and hold it. Catch the ball.
Yeah, he don't care.
He'll be all right.
He dude, like I said, man, I'm just not sure. I'm not really sure of the team building exercises and how they're being built. So that's just the way I see it.
Hey, all I can say is congratulations to the Houston
yes,
Texans.
Sir.
That was a good strong win. We'll see if they can build off of that and go further. But our next game we had Denver, who beat the Philadelphia Eagles 21-17. Dog, let me just start off with just saying Philadelphia just doesn't. There's nothing exciting to me, and they got exciting pieces. That's like, you got a garage full of exotic vehicles, and you don't wash them, you don't do nothing with them, man. It just sits there. I mean, you got a Saquon Barkley. Yo, man, you need to put him on a test drive. You need to get him out there, let the boy run.
I think they're crowding, man. They're crowding, all right? So Denver crowded on Saquon. Mm-hmm. I don't think I think it's much ado about nothing. I think it's more that the Broncos just beat the Eagles, that the Eagles did something bad. Jalen was this is far more than he ever has attempts, right? He's 23 for 38. He never has 38 attempts. That's just not him. But he's still 60%, 2 touchdowns, almost 300 yards. He had Devontae Smith had 8 receptions, and AJ had 5 receptions for 43 yards, and the Slim Reaper had 114 yards. So he went to him. It looks like he went to both of them, and he spread it around because Saquon got 3, Dallas Goedert, Jahan Dotson got 1, Grant, whatever his name is, got 2 receptions. Will Shipley got one reception. So the only reason I say this because everybody talks like Jalen Hurts is doing something wrong, but I'm looking at the stats and like, this is who this dude is. He's never been Mahomes, right? He never got down like that trying to do all the cool. He was always a steady dude. Throw it a few times, run it some, tush push, do whatever, win the game. I don't think he played a bad game.
23 or 38?
Huh?
23 or 38, right?
He never threw the ball 38 times, man.
Yeah, 2-8. But here's my thing, though. I mean, you threw that much, so then Barkley is only six attempts, 30 yards.
Yeah. So, I mean, they just locked him down.
Defense? Kudos to Denver's defense, I would take.
Yeah, Denver's defense is good. They say everybody says they have top 5 defense in the league. So I'm like, all right, well,
shout out to Bo Nix. Bo Nix, 24, 242. Yeah, 1 TD.
I would rather give them the credit for the win in this case, as opposed to these dudes on television jumping out the window on Philadelphia. Because if I look at Philly's numbers, I'm like, it wasn't that bad. He did what Jalen, to me, it looks like these are Jalen's numbers. These are the numbers that Jalen always has. When he won the Super Bowl, had these same numbers. Had these same numbers.
So then what I must be seeing, it got to be play calling. It's very, very plain, very, play yogurt, vanilla.
Yeah, that's. But I guess right. I think that this is a new coordinator this year. So my thought again is that Everybody wants to keep it safe because that would work last year. And as I didn't argue with, because we don't argue on our show, but as I made a point to Ryan, excuse me, dude, if AJ, he sent a tweet or whatever it is. I don't have X, so I don't know what a cryptic tweet is. If a dude sends a text with a ball on it, that means something like the world's going to end or something. Don't know.
Yeah.
But my point is, from the Eagles' perspective, I haven't heard him complain. I haven't heard him say anything. But if he did, I would say you can leave. Because we won a Super Bowl, and now as an organization, we have to figure out a way to continue winning, whether you're here or not, whether you're happy or sad, regardless of the situation. Right? That's what this is about. So, sir, if you don't want to be here no more, and you're upset because you're not getting the ball as much as you think you should be getting the ball, I got you. I understand you, but there's nothing I can do about that.
So, General Manager DA, what you telling me is that you would be on the phone calling up to see.
I would make sure that what he's saying, that I would say, listen, man, this is what the news people are saying and everything. I just want to make sure that I'm not getting this wrong. Are you good, man? And I would ask him, are you good? And if he said, I'm good, all right, my man, I'm out. I got no more.
Well, he's reading books on the sideline saying, give me the damn ball.
But see, I didn't see him do that, right? I haven't seen that. I haven't seen that happen. So without me having seen that happen as the GM, I'm good.
All right, coaches are telling you that, hey, this guy's reading books and he's not happy.
I don't care what, as long as he gets on the field and catches the ball. When it comes to him, I'm fine. I don't care what he reads. He got to have a doggone Penthouse magazine on the sideline. I could care less, man. Well, as long as he's doing his job and catching the ball, fine. Right? Because if giving him the damn ball doesn't result in us getting a Super Bowl, I'm not doing it. Because my job is for the whole team, not just for one player. And I would ask him to be a man and say, if you don't want to be here, just tell me, and I will do something to make sure we're right.
Okay. Well, I got you on that. But you will admit that this offense, when you look at it, I got Ferraris, I got Maserati, I got
receptions.
But
what do you want, 10 receptions?
It's just not adding up. It's not looking the way we
but
think they're supposed to look.
They are only 4-1.
Is that fair?
Yeah, to somebody it's not looking that way, but I think in their locker room it's like, yo, we're 4-1.
We winning. Yo, we winning.
That's all this game is about. That's all this game is about.
Right.
So you can be mad about whatever you want. As long as we win it, we're good.
Hey, shout outs to the Broncos. What is that? 3-2. Bo Nix is, doing his thing.
I think they played the better game. I think they did better than everybody talking about Philly doing bad. I'm giving props to them. So
props to Jay Dobbins, 30 carries, 79 yards. He's playing really good this year. So shout out to what's the coach over there? Jesus Christ, Sean Payton. Doing a good job. He went through a couple quarterbacks. He knew what he didn't want, and he found this guy in the draft last year. I believe it was last year, right? This is his second year, right? Yeah. So definitely got what he wanted. Moving on to the next game, we got real quick on this game. Excuse me. Tennessee and Arizona. Tennessee Cam Ward ends up winning his first game, 22-21 over Arizona D. When are these players going to learn that when you cross the line or you got to get the football over? And it was kind of close. Yeah, you look at it kind of, because all you got to do is have the ball cross the line. That's it.
Cross the line.
Tip the ball. But you players got to stop this pre-celebrating before you call a touchdown.
like I heard again.
This is the second week in a row. Go ahead.
Yeah, I heard some stuff this morning about they need to get rid of the kid. I'm like, listen, stop, man.
Stop. I mean, I'm not going that far, but what?
He's a rookie. He made a mistake. He probably won't make that mistake again, and it's not the first time
do it again.
It's ever been made, right?
I think the coaches should got in his ass or on the side.
Yeah, I mean the coaches will do that, of course.
Yeah,
and they should. That's not a problem. I mean, but fire him, I don't believe that. But it is kind of is what it is on that end. But
I had to bring that up.
Mistakes made by both teams, but there were so many mistakes made. Dropping an interception, fumbling the ball back into the end zone, and they covered for a touchdown. It was just a comedy of errors. Both teams need to tighten up.
Kyler Murray, Jesus Christ. But go ahead, D. I'm sorry.
Well, see, that's those are the things I talk about, and he's not here, but I think it's time for him to go back to play baseball. It just hasn't worked out, man.
I think it's been time. I think we give him enough time.
He was recruited to the NFL by a coach that wanted him and had an offense that was written up for him. When Kingsbury got the heck up out of there, that was it for him. There was never an offense that was written up for a 5'5" guy. Being honest, there just is not. And no one else.
I can't see it over the line, man.
No one else has been able to pull that together. Hell of an athlete, all the rest of it, but no one has an offense that they've written up for a 5'5" guy.
You're 100% right, and this is year after year after year. I haven't checked into the financial side of it.
And they gave him a big contract too.
And they gave him a bag, of course.
I'm not sure what's going on, so I'm not sure if the NFL is even that. That guy, good. Kevin's not here, but that goes to my whole this stuff is fixed. Something is wrong because billionaires don't make bad decisions like that. How do they become a billionaire making bad decisions? That's a bad decision to pay that guy.
The market.
Yeah, I keep hearing about the market, but the market is only
the market
only worth what you're willing to pay.
Yeah.
So
I agree.
If you're not willing to pay $1,000 for a car, that car is not worth $1,000. And if nobody pays $1,000 for that car, then they will never be $1,000 car. That car may be $999.99, but it will not be $1,000 car if nobody's willing to pay for it at $1,000. It'll sit there on that, the car dealership with the car with $1,000 written on the windshield for a few months, and then next thing you know, price slash $899. Then people start buying the car, right? So it's the market is determined by those willing to spend within that market. So, that's why the next man up thing is only a creation of television. It's not real.
Yeah, definitely. Well, let me get a top performance. Kyler Murray is 23 of 31, 220 yards, and 0 TDs and 0 interceptions. Cam Ward, 21 of 39, 265, 0 TDs and 1 interception. Of course, Pollard rushing, and he's 67 yards rushing, 1 TD, 14 attempts. The rushing for the Cardinals, DeMarcado, 81 yards, on 3 attempts. So he must have had a big one as far as ran off one end. And Calvin Ridley, of course, 131 yards on 5 receptions. Marvin Harrison, 4 receptions, 98 yards, no TDs. But I didn't really focus on this game. But when I turned,
the touchdown, but they said it wasn't. They say he landed outside the end zone, but
the Cardinals again.
It wasn't a good game, so I didn't really watch it.
That's basically that's what I'm getting at. This wasn't even close to a good game, but shout outs to Cam Ward getting his first win as an NFL quarterback, and they moving on. What we got? Oh, Tampa Bay and Seattle, which was a good game. Tampa Bay wins this game 38-35. We are hearing the MVP rumblings of Baker Mayfield.
I'm good with
Baker
that,
Mayfield.
though. Hey, look, they got nothing. He's the best they got to say something about him. There's no one else that you can even say is an MVP at this
Oh
point.
well, between him and Dak, I don't know why they saying Dak. Dak got 2 losses and they talk. Yeah,
That
Dak
got
is
the
playing
same
good, but
numbers
he
you always
is
did.
not
Y'all ain't
MVP.
call him MVP
Sorry.
no other year. He got the same numbers when he was 23 touchdowns and 4 interceptions and threw for 5,000 yards. Y'all didn't make him the MVP that year. So you sure enough can't make an MVP this year.
He definitely not.
So
In my eyes, no way.
But I have nothing to do with
But
that.
look at Baker. Baker was 29 to 33, 379 yards, passing 2 TDs, no interceptions. Sam Darnold, you know what? Shout out to Sam Darnold, a journeyman, and he shouldn't have been if he just had to get to the right program, and he's been in 2 right programs. I was willing to figure out what he does best. And Sam Darnold, 28 or 34, 341, 4 TDs, 1 interception.
Yeah, he just has to stop that interception stuff.
If he stops that one, possibly that's a game winner.
Yeah, he has to clean those things up, man. So
you know what I mean? Walker, 86 yards, 10 attempts. White, 14 yards, 41. And it seems like Mayfield found his new wide receiver, his new wideout, Ibuka.
Yeah, the young boy.
Yeah, Egabuka.
Yeah, man, he loves.
Man, he balled out, man. 7 receptions, 163 yards, man.
He's a beast. And Chris Godwin. Now, Chris Godwin had 3 of 26. Ibuka had 7. Sterling Shepard, your boy, ex-Giant. Yes, 4 for 24. Old boy didn't play. Mike didn't play. So, yeah, it's just so. Hey, he's using his weapons, and when Baker is familiar with the system that he's in, you see what good can come of it. You know, he had too much in Cleveland. There was too much going on. Coaches in and out, and they made him the whipping boy. Like, dude used to really disrespect Baker Mayfield when he was out there. Like, ESPN was absolutely brutal to do when he was out there. So I'm glad he's doing this thing. And if I was him, I wouldn't give nobody on ESPN an interview, point blank, period. But that's me because I'm Master P. So, yeah, I good luck for you, Baker. Good job.
Baker doing his thing, man. Hey, next to last, New England and Buffalo. Yo, listen, I turned the games off. When I seen Buffalo didn't score in the first quarter, I was like, man, this is going to be a game Buffalo going to lose. And sure enough, I get back to the game, and the game is over with Buffalo losing to New England 23-20. Any thoughts on?
Hey, man. Drake May is real. Drake May is real. Them coming back, they're getting better as a team if they're in New England. Buffalo doesn't have a defense, and they're not as good as what people say. So with that being said,
say that one more time. Buffalo don't have
they gave him the title before the season started. So I sat there as a fan just watching, saying, okay, well, I guess ESPN that said it. It's going to be them, but I guess not, huh? I guess not. On the home field, you took the L. So,
ask Drake Mayo. Drake Mayo, 22 or 30, 273, no touchdowns and no interceptions, man. That's what you get asked for. But guess who did throw an interception? Josh Allen.
Back at it. Now, he's
22 31, 253 yards, 2 touchdowns and 1 interception.
Yeah, he's been away from shooting himself in the foot for years now, last 2 years. Really hasn't thrown many interceptions, but the one yesterday, with a 3-point margin, yes, that those things kind of kill you. Those things kind of kill you. So,
what do you think about your man Stephon Diggs? 10 receptions, 146 yards. Did he stick it to his old team?
Yeah, well, Stephon Diggs can play when he wants to play. He's one of those dudes that's like, you look at it and you see why. As much as dudes may not have liked Jerry Rice or T.O. or guys that were consistent playing, these dudes like Diggs, they do well and then they don't do well. And I don't mean a game, like a whole year they won't play. So I'm not sure what the heck is wrong with those guys. But yeah, I good game for Stephon Diggs, Super Baby Daddy. We doing what we do. And Super Baby Daddy, and it's all good, man. It is all good, man. God bless him. He can play. So he would have been so much for the Texans had he stayed down there, but he had to get his contract right and get his bread. So kind of is what it is. I got no issue.
My last game, and it wasn't even on the list though, but real quick before we get on out of here, man, the Giants played the New Orleans Saints. I know if you're watching, you probably don't care about it, except if you're a Giant fan and if you're a Saints fan, but Giants fan, because I am a Giants fan, and I don't know what else to say, man. Other than what other way can we lose a game? Start off real fast, real strong. First drive, 2 drives, back-to-back drives. The first time in 5 years, D, that the Giants scored on opening possession, get the ball, second possession, get the ball, and score a touchdown. It's the first time in 5 years, man. That's how bad the Giants have been probably since they won the Super Bowl. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I expect the young boys. I mean, we have 4 consecutive turnovers, man. 4 consecutive.
Yep. But
Jackson Dart turned over the ball. Scatterboo. And those 2, I expect that. My expectation is that this is going to happen throughout the course, right? You had one from who else? Somebody else fumbled the ball. Oh, this guy. The next wide receiver. Remember, I said the New York Giants wide receiver core is suspect at best, and the only thing you had.
Oh yeah, it is that.
All right, and we find out. I think we already knew that we got guys on there that can't catch the ball, but they sign players who can't catch. So again, I kind of rethought this, and I'm not going to. Sometimes I do say it in the chat, but I'm not going to fire Dabo because you can't. These guys are married at the hip right now. These 2, the quarterback. If you think you got a stud in a quarterback, can't get rid of your coach.
You got to take the growing pains, man. The good with the bad.
Right. Got to take the good with the bad. So
and you lost your wide receiver, so he's out for a year. So their connection is not going to be good for maybe the middle of next season because Jackson Dart and old boy will not really get together like that till next training camp, if that, with an ACL. So where they can actually get on the field and do some things. So in my eyes, I just think that Giant fans have to be patient. You guys decided to put the rookie in, and this is what you're going to get with the rookie. You'll get some excitement, you get some energy, and you'll get some mistakes. And all that talk about him changing the team, and you don't hear that you heard none of that today. And none of that. So you guys just have to go with the realistic part of it and say, well, we got to go with the good and the bad, man. We got a rookie in there, and he's playing, and we have to deal with what comes with us starting a rookie.
That's a fact.
Right? So, and that's all that is. So you got Cam Scatterboo, he's getting the ball a lot, rushing, passing game. So with all his touches, there's bound to be mistakes on his end. So, it kind of is what it is with the Giants. I wanted to talk about one other game, D. Before it was
Darius Slayton was his name. I'm sorry.
Yeah, Darius Slayton. Yeah, he's the cat from
he can't catch.
Yeah, but he was with Philly, and he was with, I think, Detroit, I think maybe. I did want to say that in watching the Washington game, man,
Good
that
game.
team is good, man. Do not that offense, because Terry Scary's not doing anything just yet, but Debo's out there killing them.
He's balling out, and
so
that I'm glad you brought this game up because it wasn't on the rundown list. The Chargers need to clean things up. I don't know if it's due to the offensive line being hurt because they lost their offensive lineman, left tackle, Joe Alt, and a couple other players they've lost on the offensive line, if I'm not mistaken. But Chargers. I don't know. I lost to 2 NFC East teams.
Yeah.
Well, no. In Washington, decent, but the week before you lost to a bad Giant team.
Yeah.
So you might want to start raising the eyebrows up and start looking and see what's going on.
And I know there's parity in the league, but man, like it's not looking good.
Yeah, that's a bad loss.
Justin Herbert throwing the ball to the other team. Hey man, we can't have that.
Got to clean that up.
Cannot have that. Can't. So it is what it is, brother. But yeah, I just want to say kudos to the Washington Commanders, for continuing to play and do what they got to do. You're not my favorite team, but I like what you did. All the winners last weekend. Try to build on it. Vikings, Saints, Cowboys, Buccaneers, Commanders, Patriots, Lions, Titans, Panthers, Texans, and Colts. And the Niners.
Shout out to the winners. Yeah. And we got the Monday night game going on tonight, which is the Kansas City Chiefs versus the Jacksonville Jaguars. I believe that's down in Duval.
Yeah, I think the Jacksonville Jaguars are going to play a good game. I don't know what's going to happen, but I think it'll be a good game.
Yeah,
I don't think they'll throw the ball. I think they'll run the ball a lot.
Let's go with it. I mean, since everybody else is,
this week my picks are trash. So yeah, I don't care right now.
You might as well just go ahead. I mean, I got 4 games right. So you might as well just go ahead and lose Kansas City tonight, and I wouldn't be surprised if Jacksonville pulls it off, man. But man, that's gonna be all for us today. On behalf of me and DA, the rest of the crew are doing what life does, and so for all of that, we'll get back to you Thursday at regular scheduled time Thursday. So y'all guys be good, be blessed, and we'll see y'all next this Thursday. Peace.
Yeah, peace.
That's a wrap for today's episode of the Sports Chasers podcast. Don't forget to subscribe on YouTube and your favorite podcast platforms, and connect with us on all social media channels for exclusive content and updates. We'd also love for you to join the conversation, share your thoughts, and become part of the Sports Chasers community. And remember to tune in next time for some more real sports talk. Until then, stay frosty.